Following the terrorist attack in New York, I'm calling on Congress to immediately terminate the diversity visa lottery program. It's a disaster for our country. This program grants visas not on a basis of merit, but simply because applicants are randomly selected in an annual lottery. And the people put in that lottery are not that country's finest.
President Trump doubling down on his criticism of the diversity visa program. This after it emerged that the suspect in the New York terror attack came here under the program 7 years ago. Here to talk about it, Virginia Congressman Bob Goodlatte, chairman of the House Judiciary Committee. Chairman, thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you, Sandra.
An incredibly important topic, terminating this diversity visa program. The president is urging this. You are leading this effort. Why would this be a good idea for our country?
It would be a great idea for this country, and I've been calling for that for many years now. Have sponsored legislation to do that. The House of Representatives actually passed legislation in prior Congresses to do that, and we need to do that now. This is not only a threat, as we have seen from this horrific terrorist attack, and my heart goes out to the families of those who lost their lives and the individuals who are severely injured by this. But it's happened before. Back in 15 years ago, the ticket counter at the LL airline in Los Angeles was attacked by a terrorist who was a visa lottery winner, and at least 2 terrorist attacks have been broken up, and some have pleaded guilty to conspiracy, who were also admitted to this country under this program. But it also makes no sense as a program. Here we are admitting 55,000 people a year into this country, not based upon job skills that are needed in the country, not even based upon family they have in the country, but based on pure luck.
Okay, so you're pushing for a merit-based system like the president.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's listen to the president talking about chain migration and tying it to DACA. Listen.
Chain migration is a disaster for this country, and it's going to end.
For the deferred action for childhood arrivals, will you require that if any amnesty talks will require chain migration to
I don't
end?
think any Republican would vote for anything having to do with leaving chain migration. Chain migration is a disaster for this country.
Was the president right?
I think the president is right, and that's certainly got to be a major part of the steps we take, as Speaker Ryan has called for, to make sure that as we address the DACA issue, that this doesn't happen again. And so therefore, securing our borders, enforcement in the interior of the country, and legal immigration reform like ending chain migration and moving toward a merit-based system are absolutely critical parts of doing immigration reform.
The president also takes issue with our justice system. Listen to this.
Well, when I look at immigration and I look at this whole thing coming in by lottery and then we can't do anything about it quickly, the justice system has to go quicker, and it has to be really stronger and fairer. Probably has to be fairer, too. But it's very sad.
Is that fair criticism, Mr. Chairman?
I think that it's been a long time since we've reviewed our criminal justice system in our country, and criminal justice reform is appropriate. That would address all of the concerns that the president just mentioned, including making it more fair. And in the last Congress, in a very bipartisan way, I and Congressman John Conyers worked on a large number of bills to deal with criminal justice reform, and I hope that we will take that up again in this Congress.
You started off by saying that you have been asking for this for a long time, ending this diversity visa lottery. You said for years. Why haven't you been able to get the support?
We have the support in the House, and in the Senate, I can't speak for them, but it has passed the House in the past, and it certainly has very strong support, and I think significant bipartisan support to eliminate this program.
As far as extreme vetting, where do you stand on that?
I'm very much in favor of overhauling the system that's used that let in the woman who was engaged in the terrorist attack in San Bernardino, California. She was interviewed 3 times, and they didn't, and had already been radicalized before she entered the United States, and they didn't detect that. So there has to be a step up and improved procedure for vetting people who come into the United States.
All right, Chairman, good to get your thoughts on all of that this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.